And he basically confessed to me on the phone that he was about to take his own life.
Jesus
And
Christ.
and it was because he got unrelenting tinnitus. And if you've ever had somebody deal with like ear ringing, that's unrelenting, that doesn't stop. Imagine just wearing a pair of headphones that you can't take off with a buzzing tone, like a boop, that doesn't stop. No matter what you do,
Jesus.
you want to dig your eardrums out with a toothpick. I mean,
That's
people go in and have their surgically have their nerves cut, to stop this. And what had happened essentially was his nervous system got fried, from the travel and from the other things that you're doing, and your circadian rhythms off. You're always on a plane. You're
a
changing time
DJ
zones.
too is like that is even what we do, but a
Wait,
DJ's like
Yeah.
every
I-
day,
I-
sometimes 2 times a day.
yeah.
Yeah, at some point soon,
If you're
I'm sure he's
partying,
going to
wow.
tell this story, and the reason why I believe that he'll tell this story, and I
Was it
spoke to him
John
today.
Summit?
Well, I'm not going to say who, but
That Summit was the guy that DJ guy.
Yeah, yeah, we get it.
but
Yeah, no,
but
no,
there are a
that's
lot of
serious
people
story. I'm
watching
not
this
being
right
a dick,
now
I'm
that have
serious.
dealt with tinnitus,
Yeah.
and my heart goes out to them, because when you get really unrelenting tonight, I'm not like talking after you stay all night in a club and you get a little ring in your ears and you sleep it off. I'm talking about unrelenting, sound in your ear that you cannot turn off. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you're constantly hearing it. All your focus turns to
Holy
it.
shit, bro.
And that comes from being around loud environments?
It can come from being around loud environments, but what it comes from is just overstressing the nervous system. So if you look at the nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, which is our central nervous system, it has two states that it exists in. One is called sympathetic, which is a fight or flight state. Even though the word sympathetic sounds like it should be calm, that means that you're in a fight or flight state. Like your pupils dilate, your heart rate's increasing, your extremities flood with blood, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling anxiety, you're fearful. Then there's another state it exists in called the parasympathetic. This is the rest and digest state. This is like calm. I just meditated. I did some breath work. I had a nice meal. I'm chilling on the couch with my family or my wife or my girlfriend. I'm watching a movie. It's the rest and digest. If you are constantly in a sympathetic state, you're traveling, you're partying, you're not sleeping, your circadian rhythm's off, you're doing other things to stimulate your nervous system, you're not eating clean foods, you're eating at different times, and you're stressed out because your job or your career, your relationship, whatever's burning you out, you can get tinnitus from that. You can actually, your nervous system just gets stuck in fight or flight. Adrenal glands get fatigued. You can't run on cortisol anymore. You can't run on adrenaline anymore, and you just break. And when that happens, you have to get that person into a calm environment, and you got to reset their circadian rhythm. I mean, I had them obviously doing hyperbarics, and I had a clinical team overseeing this,